Dan Leach back here at Benzinga's Fintech FODA conference in New York City, and I'm pleased to be joined by the CEO of TradeZero, the great Daniel Pipitone. Good to see you, my man.
Daniel, great to meet you. Great to be here. And for us, let me just tell you, we've been doing the Fintech Awards for quite some time. It's always great coming back here, reconnecting with a lot of familiar faces. The Benzinga team, as usual, has always been great, very accommodating, and we're excited. We're excited for the award show tonight. And we're excited the exhibit hall's kicking off, interacting with some B2B players mostly, but some consumers as well. And
yeah, we were swapping some old Jason Raznick stories.
Yeah.
You got some prime real estate here at the exhibit hall. But let's talk about, you guys got some great stuff going on at TradeZero. Let everyone know exactly what you guys are doing right now.
Sure. So we are a multinational broker-dealer, and we're a fintech. So we have a FINRA BD here and based in Brooklyn, New York. We have a Canadian dealer, Zero registered out of Toronto, Ontario, and our starting point was out of the Bahamas. So out of Nassau, Bahamas, registered with Securities Commission of Bahamas, all for facilitating bi-directional trading of the U.S. equities and options markets. So all of our platforms really speak to the more active, more sophisticated trader, and our short facilitation is really our sweet spot. We have a patent on our technology that facilitates the locates and pre-borrows, which is sort of the precursor to doing a short sale for any stock that is not easy to borrow. So we have the facilitation of that, and we also give traders the edge where when they no longer need the locate or the pre-borrow, whether they've used it or not, we give them the ability to what we call market for credit, so that it can be reapplied to the next trader that wants to source those shares.
And I know that you also, have done some really good work and won some awards when it comes to certain aspects of what you guys do.
Yeah, so best broker for short selling. I think we've won the last 3 or 4 years.
3 years running, man.
Yeah, so we're hoping tonight for the 4-peat. And we're up in another category, which is the best software for shorting stocks. So we'll see what happens, but we're excited. Either way, we're excited to be here.
Daniel, where do you see, there's obviously so many exciting things going on in this space, and you guys obviously have really had a lot of success and continuing to grow in a space that's really continuing to emerge and emerge and emerge. Where do you see things going in 2025 and beyond?
Sure.
Where are you positioned to go in 2025?
So look, retail now makes up about half of the equities volume here in the States. And I believe that a lot of that growth is not just coming from our retail traders here in the US, but more internationally and globally. You have things like 24/5 trading. Blue Ocean launched a couple of years ago. Now you can trade 24/5. So that's something that's on tap for us in 2025 to be offering that. We're kicking off broker dealers in the EU, out of the Netherlands, as well as London for the UK. Because at the end of the day, everything is moving towards more global, but our belief is we have the gold standard in capital markets here in the United States. And the appetite for trading the Teslas, the NVIDIAs, the Apples of the world, it's right here. So all of our plans, whether it be the BD out of Canada, the new coming BDs in Europe and the UK, or the Bahamas, is all facing the US, trading US equities and options markets. So I think for us, international has always been a great area for us, as we have 2 international BDs currently, but we think a lot of the growth in retail is going to be coming from folks outside of the US.
Listen, I know you mentioned that obviously you really kind of cater to advanced traders and people that know a lot about the markets. What would you say if someone that's watching it, that's getting involved, but really respects what you guys are doing, but maybe doesn't feel like they have the skills yet to be at the high level? What would you say to someone like that?
Sure. So a lot of what we do is not just providing access, but it's also education, right? It's a robust educational offering. We have guest speakers every week. These are sort of titans of the industry talking about risk management and doing the types of things that really speak to not just the pro trader, but also someone who's just kind of getting started and wanting to get educated. We did the World Series of Trading with Benzinga.
Great
We're now
event.
in our third competition just started the other day. But we built out a robust paper trading platform to facilitate the contest. So the education, giving folks the ability to trade the markets without putting any money at risk, we think is very important. And so now we have these tools available that folks can leverage to really start getting acclimated to the markets if they've never done so before, or even if they're a sophisticated trader and they want to test out new strategies. they have the ability to do so without risking any capital.
Right. Beautifully said. Daniel Pipitone, the CEO of TradeZero. It is such a pleasure to meet you.
Good to meet you.
And talk with you, and hopefully 4, 5, 6 in a row for you guys.
Yes.
Woo! More to come.